Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another A Link to the Past Randomizer main tournament match. Brackets. This is between Dracarys and Tylersalt. This is game two. We have Drac up 1-0 to none. And we have the OK Ring guy himself, Tylersalt, doing all the loving of the OK Ring, the red ring. It's going to be a good match. We got a cross hunt going on today. That is, best mode of the tournament, just saying. It's a cross keys variant where we're trying to get Triforce pieces, but the thing is, we know where they all are. There are 10 available Triforce pieces. No, 12. We need 10 of them. There are one on each main dungeon boss, and there's also two located in Ganon's Tower. One behind Ice Armos, the other behind Moldorm 2. So you're just trying to get your gear to beat the dungeons that you need to, and maybe even climb GT, do all that. So it's going to be a fun match. I love a good cross keys and cross keys variant. We have Keaton and Ike here handling tracking for us today. I am Lonamine. It's going to be a fantastic match today, and thank you so much to the trackers. We got a big key to Misery Mire right off the bat, and $50. Going to be a fun one. Got a Sank start up at Hyrule Castle. Uncle drop down, not a great area. Got a tree pull, $4. Well done, GG. And an immediate spiral cave, no fun. Alright, looks like Bad Fairy located at Bad Fairy Dropdown, so seems vanilla. And we do have Tylersalt trying to navigate the Spiral Cave. Dangerous, doesn't make it through, sadly. We got Drac doing a fake powder, not fake powder, pardon. That's a Houlihan. And we get Tylersalt picking up that Mire Big Key. Alright, we got Tylersalt heading west towards Kakariko, maybe a bomb farm here too. Drac gonna get the disappointment of the Sank start, no bombs as well. No additional life, nothing to navigate Spiral with, so could have the same issues as Tylersalt, could also just say no thank you and just save and quit. Well, gonna give it their shot. Oh, okay, makes it by the first Troll Dorm here. And your goal isn't necessarily to make it to the exit. If you can just get the item, that's better than nothing. And Drac makes it. It'll be interesting to see if they can get through other things here, but... hello? We also find Ice Palace on Tylersalt's side, and a Fire Rod at Race Game. So early boots advantage for Drac. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Tylersalt goes back. Does have the knowledge and just fell short of getting the boots. Did find a shop with some bombs though. Right, we've got Blind's Hut with no bombs. Big key to Eastern, we got a glove. Small key to GT. And a mushroom. And so Smith located, not terrible being at the bomb hut. Alright, we got Pyramid Ferry, not much going on there. Back at Tavern, giving us Key to GT. Okay, that's a good one to have in this mode. And Drac can use those boots to go to the back of Escape in Logic. Big key to Thieves Town, good one. There's a bottle as well. Small key dice, okay. And Burna, that's not bad either. And quickly back into blind set with the addition of the bomb. Gotta get those 10 arrows from the back. 20 bucks if we're lucky. 50 bucks, that's not bad. And Tylersalt gonna toss the bottle into Pyramid Ferry to get an upgraded B. That's a free 100 bucks right there, nothing wrong with that. And frankly, you can hold on to the B if you want to. If you find something like Mini Mold Arm, it'll make it a little better. Alright, Tylersalt gonna go ahead and get the $100 from the bottle vendor, and then spend that $100 on 3 bombs. Does not sound like a fair trade, but there you go. Alright, we do get Desert Main. Good for Drac if there's something on the Desert Torch. It'll be interesting again to see how long Tylersalt takes to do Spiral again. I imagine you want to wait for a good weapon, but with bombs it's more than easy enough. Oh, we get a Smoky to Thieves Town too. With Burna, that's actually a legal Thieves Town if we were to find that right now. Oh, that's a bow. That is good for Drac when he finds that. Alright, we have a Lumberjack drop down. I think that was a small key. Alright, it's kind of boring. Smoky to Mire, I mean, it makes it a little more convenient for routing if you can get a fire source. We know where one is, we just can't get it. Not without a mirror or a connector to Quarreling West. Hello, Ganon's Tower. I mean, surely we're finding all this progression. GT can't have anything, right? Well, Tylersalt gets that 4th heart. Not gonna scout the GT torch. So, Drac has 2 additional checks in Kakariko that Tylersalt cannot get, and we know one of them is a bow. Alright, Drac's about to get that blue cane and bottle. And get, well, Waterfall Fairy too. Okay, GT is small and TR small. And another good bee. Tyler, just go left. The bee will follow you. Oh, he thought the bee was lost to the statue. If that ever happens to you, just meander a little bit to the left. It'll unload the statue and the bee will come towards the bottom ender. Yeah, boots were in Spiral. Tylersalt gave it their best to go through Spiral. Got nicked by the last mini Molderm and unfortunately died. Drac made it through with 1 heart. It's one of those situations that's not really going to hurt Tylersalt if he goes back pretty quick, which I imagine he will because Hyrule Castle still haven't done the back 3 checks, so I think Tylersalt's probably going to prioritize Back of Escape into Spiral. And we have a vanilla drop down in the woods, boring. Alright, so we have the Well, Ganon, and Magic Bat left for drop-downs, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. Bottle number 2. Alright, GT Torch for Drac. Alright, Heart Piece not going to hurt Tylersalt there. Alright, we got Magic Bat located at Lumberjack. We'll take that. Race game, which we are $25 short. Alright, Tylersalt not prioritizing Back of Escape. And the boots do lead to Blindsight with more goodies, so the boots do seem to be the early progression that you need. Both handy in movement and for a glove and other goodies like a Thieves Town Big Key. I found Mimic Cave. Not much going on in the Eastern, I believe. It has noted in chat, which I did not catch, I think Tylersalt scouted a big key of some kind on Hylia Island. And Lazy Kid with, I'm gonna call him Lazy Kid, that's what he is. Slacker. Anyway, 20 bucks. Let's be honest, he's the one rolling all the seeds on ladder. Alright, another small key from Checkerboard. Okay, that's Turtle Rock key number 2. So it's unfortunate for Drac, because Drac is going to find the bow and be able to clear Eastern. Pretty much going to find it right after the Death Warp here, so it's a little unfortunate that it's going to be needed to be double dipped. That's true. Lazy Kid has fewer seeds to roll, but at the same time, that's like dumb because now he just rolls more Aga seeds. That's not wrong. You could prioritize it for one more item, but... Well, for Drac, it's not horrible. You got boots. Okay, Drac decided not to go into desert. Okay. I mean, you don't not find desert going into Kakariko, so gonna miss out on the bow altogether right now. And Tylersalt not gonna Houlihan. You're gonna get an additional check North Dark World, or North Kakariko. Oh, good lord. North Light World for Drac with the boots, so eventually we'll get the Bonk Rocks. Alright, Ganon located at Sanctuary. This is one of the modes where you kind of want the well to be at Sank or something like that, and you want Ganon to be behind GT, so you have an excuse to climb GT eventually. Alright, is Tylersalt going at Eastern? Oh, that's unfortunate. Tylersalt needs to do Spiral. Get all the stuff. Alright, new entrance coming up. Death Mountain Ascent entrance on Drac's side. And trash. Alright, both entrances, North Light World, not much going on there. Drac about to find Ganon. Kind of be okay with that. Or he's just gonna fall right in. Okay, that's dedication. If you're gonna do that, you better give Ganon a hug at least. It's kind of like Pedestal. If you have all three, oh come on. Don't, you gotta hug him. Anyway. If you have all three pendants going to the pedestal, you just pull. You don't read it. It's a thing. You only read pedestal if you go there without pendants. And that's another good part about this mode. We don't really care if a dungeon that we're beating is a pendant or a crystal. GT entrance is open with 0 crystals. And another thing is, pretty much the only 3 things we care about dungeon prize-wise are potentially the Pyramid Fairy for 2 red crystals there, and pendants or green pendant, or pedestal or just green pendant turn in. Exactly. You fall in Ganon blind, you gotta hug. It's a rule. You're like, Uncle Ganon, and just give him a hug. And I'm like, I'll see you in 10 Doritos. Alright, Drac gonna go ahead and get this heart container. Don't blame him. Not a lot of health right now. Alright, what else is Tylersalt gonna do in the area? Maybe do desert exit? Drac, you just need to fall down to the right. Oh, okay, that's fine. Ew, alright, well, cool. Technically with the mirror, that's our fire rod. Alright, well, we found Skullwugs. Gonna go ahead and take a Death Warp and get free chest, maybe save and quit. Oh, Tylersalt. Okay, yeah. You unfortunately get back in a bunny form if you get bunny beam. The game corrects itself and you can't get out of bunny form. So, unfortunately, with getting hit by the bunny beam, would have had to have Death Warp and then gone all the way back again. Nope, not going to do that. Not sure what Drac's plan is. Okay, just gonna spend the key. Alright, so the game gets to tell you that, you know, Thieves Town's a pendant because you have an early big key, small key, Berna. And Tylersalt finds that capacity upgrade there at the dam. Okay. Alright, well, that's a shot. That's a good one. Yeah, if you got the magic, using Berna on the drip pokies is not that bad, you're right. Alright, Drac opted out of checking this connector. Oh, it's because he knew what it was. Okay. Alright, we'll see if Drac gets anything beyond the first check here with a hover. Oh, never mind. He's got that shot. Duh. Already forgot we got that. That's a pretty good small key to get right now. And Tylersalt getting the back of escape. Hopefully goes into spiral after this. Alright, Tylersalt is saving, quitting, going to Sank. Yes, gonna do spiral. Drac does find a almost fully clearable, but fully in logic. Thieves Town. Unfortunately, Drac did use a lot of magic. Not gonna have the magic to actually beat this right now. No hammer, no sword to damage blind with. So Burna or Bust. You could get something in the front four here. All right, Tylersalt going to be happy, but at the same time, a little bit upset. Okay, that's the worst item in the game there on Drac side. That's unfortunate. All right, Drac going to go and just bow out at Thieves Town. Don't blame him. Okay, Tylersalt should go right for Link Bonk Rocks, which is blindside. Need to do that. All right, Drat gets the Desert West. I'm gonna go ahead and check this and kind of regret not doing Desert a little bit ago because you could have just singled it Eastern. Interesting that he goes straight for. Well, I guess he's just doing this. Okay. Yeah, he's not going to go out east here. We do know east goes to South Dark World, so it's a good choice. And you already know where the main entrance is in Kakariko, so it's fine. Alright, Tylersalt knows of the bow, has the Eastern big, so can also beat Eastern at their pretty much whenever they choose. Oh, okay. Well, finds that TR West, which is good. If you pursue it, you're going to get your hookshot. Not going to farm any money at this point. You don't have Zora money, but I mean, it's logical. Wouldn't be the worst thing to farm up to 500, wouldn't take long. Tylersalt doing the same thing that Drag did a little bit ago. Ice Ride Cave, not much going on. Okay, Tylersalt is still in one-shot territory. I probably would have gotten the heart. Okay, not a great spot for that Chomp to be, but does get that hook shot. Was that Desert I just saw for the green pennant? I didn't catch it if we saw Gary or not, so Gary might be a Tower of Hera. Well, not much you could do there without a Moon Pearl. And we're at Link's house together. Okay, they're going different directions. So Drac's gonna check all these things that Tylersalt did. Gonna find Mimikade, not gonna be able to do much. I don't know if we checked Flute 5 or not, or if Tylersalt stopped at Eastern entrance. Tylersalt does turn in that mushroom, and also knows where Potion Shop is. I didn't catch if Drac ever went back there and turned it in. I don't think he did. Alright, so Tylersalt getting the little bit of entrances up here. Not going to find much. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to go back to Kakariko. High Sword. Did turn in Mushroom, missed that. Ooh, gonna spend 160 on a potion. Interesting. Okay, so Magic Shop was at Flute 5. Okay. Alright, so Thieves Town is in full logic. No hammer for the big chest, but hammer could be on blind with the small key and the big key in hand. So Drac currently has 2 Triforce pieces available to them. Technically, Tylersalt does 2. Just no sword from Potion Shop. Obviously has that on their mind since he just turned that in for the mushroom. Okay, we're going into Misery Mire. Decent shot for your Pearl or something to beat here. Cannot comfortably take on blind at this point if you're Tylersalt. I don't see him doing blind. Could be wrong though. If you get a full magic bar, you can beat blind with blue game though. Speaking of blue, got the blue mine. What the B5 line, huh? This chest on the bridge seems to be, like, one of the more likely chests to have something if it puts something in the dungeon. No. Tylersalt does make their way to Death Mountain, which is good. Gonna get that bow, already in desert now. Alright, we got Drac doing spiral. Nope, not spiral entrance. Going into Thieves Town again, okay. Makes sense, there are 3 legal checks here. And Tylersalt is going to go ahead and farm up some money here. We'll see if he goes to 500. Oh look, it's the other bow. And again, for these runners, if you've got the big key and small key to Thieves Town, if you have way to damage blind, it's all in logic. Blind could have a hammer, could have had it in the attic, could have it at blind cell. Or it just could be the Moon Pearl on blind. The rando's weird. Or it's just sitting right there, it's fine. It does look like Thieves Town is a crystal of some kind, something I didn't catch before. I don't really look at that necessarily on a cross hunt. Alright, so I did not see that Drac did see Desert as the green pendant, which I kind of caught a glance of earlier, but not the full text. And blind goes down with ease. Like, I guess, yeah, in this mode, okay, I was special. It's, blind could not have the hammer or the pearl. Blind has to have a Triforce piece, not XD gun, you're right. So easy to forget when you're not thinking about it for a second. Even if you're running this mode, you're like, I wonder what's on blind! And then you're just like, oh yeah, right. 2 to 3 times a race for most people. Oh, Tylersalt takes a death. I mean, honestly, like, if you were to leave Maya right now, which you're not going to do, you would be fine. Alright, so Drac does take that Desert East. Connector does find South Dark World. Not a whole lot in logic, though. If you're Drac, you do know of a connector to Dark Shopping Mall. And if you know your minor glitches, you could fake flipper or splash delete your way to East Dark World. And with the hook shot and the glove, you've got West Dark World available to you. So really kind of South Dark World is your oyster with this gear. That's a cape, that's fine, I guess. Drac just hoping to pull a mirror out of all this just to be able to get the fire rod here. Yeah, not wrong. Those boots really get you that mushroom and all that excuse to turn stuff in. Tyler will be kind of forced into Thieves Town pretty soon, whether or not just decides to go take on blind with the Burna or check Magic Shop first for a sword. That is ultimately up to him. Well, let's go ahead and take this opportunity as well. It's been about 40 minutes. Definitely good to give these two runners a follow. The links are in chat, putting on a great show for us, and great runners and really good people. While you're at it, give my trackers a follow. Keaton and Ike here, both links are in the chat, doing a fantastic job, and frankly, the harder job of what we're doing here, so thank you both so much. Hi, Hammer. How you doing? Locked behind Thieves Town. So now, logically, you have pretty much a lot of the world open to you. I would think so. It's a free item. The problem with going to Thieves Town right now is that it is a tight kill to get blind with Burna. So Tyler unfortunately takes the chance on having to give Thieves Town an extra dip if you go there right now. Alright, Tylersalt makes their way through the dark room with ease. It's just going to take on a couple of little Armos Knights. And looks like Drac is going to do the exact same pretty quick. Oh, yeah, well, right next to Eastern, but you got your hammer, you got your hookshot, you have 2 GT smalls, you can get 2 Triforce pieces here. And if I'm not mistaken, behind GT will be the well. In this case, I'm surprised Drac didn't actually do Eastern first. Because you could do Eastern and then go just conquer GT. Alright, Tylersalt does pick up a crystal from Eastern Palace, does pick up their first Triforce piece. Oh, that's not wrong, Ikir. Good point. Cannot climb, no fire rod, no lamp, though we do know where the fire rod is. So if Drac can find a mirror in here, that unlocks the rest of GT. Good point, chat, overall. Well done. Sometimes solo com, you kind of forget these things. And Tyler's gonna go get that sword. And that is a flute, which is not going to do anything for us right now logically, but it's mobility. So you now have Kakariko more available to you. Alright, gotta imagine Tyler's gonna head for the Thieves Town. Gonna get that pearl. On path to get that hammer. That's a powder. Alright, big key to Green Pendant Desert. Not a bad thing to find. Don't think we've seen Desert North yet. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, going to Eastern, I presume, Drac. No, we're just saying heck with Eastern for now. Okay, we find a logically not so much of a thing, but a beatable Tower of Hera. Alright, Tylersalt, let's pick up that ever-important Moon Pearl. Seems required, man. Alright, 7 tries the first try, it's fine. Alright, down goes blind on Tylersalt's side for Triforce piece number 2. Drac is about to get number 3 from Troll Durham. Down goes Troll Durham. Like, logically, Tylersalt's gotta know South Dark World's likely the answer for something. We know it's a hammer. That does look like exactly what he's doing. Because you're gonna go out Desert East, you're gonna end up in South Dark World. So if you get a fire source suddenly and you find Desert North, you've got Desert completable, Skullwoods completable. And the Climb of GT available. So with a fire source of any kind, we're looking at 5 Triforce pieces total known. Or at least gettable. Well, besides Tower of Fear, not much going on at Outcast yet. Gonna head north. So Tylersalt needs to... Well, I guess Tylersalt just in the same kind of path as Drac. I mean, you now have the hammer, you've got another one available in GT, you've got Silver's pretty easy. Sticky to Swamp, not much going on there. Ooh, take that turn a little bit tight, got hugged. Green mail means you're taking 3 hearts of damage. Ten arrows at bumper top, don't care about that. And we find one small key pod. 5 logical checks in here. You could sequence break and get more, but unless you get a pod small, I don't see that. Like, going right side more than once is just bleh. Unfortunately, dark rooms at Hyrule Castle are extra dangerous in the Dark World. The ropes and the wraths both have 400% more health and do 400% more damage, meaning you're taking 2 hearts of damage. When Drac did save that smoky pod, he ended up seeing multiple right side of pod trips. Well, that's disgusting. Nice I remain. Alright, Drac saving the key, but... Alright, that's interesting. Okay, here and Potter are 2 5/6s. Meanwhile, Tylersalt finds Laser Bridge, gets a sword. And money. That's something we haven't seen much in the seed. Anyone see where that Hyrule exit went out? Is that off of just North Dark Death Mountain, or did that drop out of Floating Island? Thank you, chat. Oh, that's our fire rod. Okay, that's very interesting. Good for Tylersalt. So Drac decided to not do Hyrule Castle exits earlier. But it turns out going through East and then GT entrance gets you your flippin' fire rod through a connector. Oh my gosh. So if fire rod locks mirror, that could be your only way to get that fire rod. So Tylersalt currently has another. Oh, okay, well, if you find flippers, then and that'll be swamp as well for Tylersalt. If we find, I guess, I don't know, I don't think we found swamp yet. And Tylersalt beelining it for, I presume, Ice Palace. So it's a Triforce piece from Ice Palace available. Another one from GT Climb. You've got a Skull Small, so you can go to Skull, you know where that is. That's another one. Tylersalt has a lot of Triforce pieces available to them. Not going to do Ice Palace right now, though. Could've. Alright, gonna go to GT, probably gonna go Climb. Can't do right side, no the Maria. Oh, hasn't come back here at all, so gonna go full left side into the Climb. Okay. Wait, so we've seen flippers? Just over to him, that's fine. So, until Drac finds that fire rod, or another fire source, Tylersalt has 3 more available Triforce pieces over Drac right now. Does not know where Hira is, doesn't need much to get it, though, to get that Triforce piece. That's a pretty... Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's an ugly mini Moldarn, but we finally found Samaria. That is a Triforce piece via Meyer now for Drac. Wow, we are reasonably close to go mode at this point, honestly. So between the two runners, we've got, let's see, 3 through Hira, 4 for the Climb, 5 for Skull, 6 for Meyer, 7 for Ice. Yeah, we're getting there. Alright, get some mail upgrade from the front of TR. Didn't catch where that entrance was. Right, and Tylersalt with knowledge knows that the big chest is going to have to be grabbed on the way by unless you find a mirror behind Ice Armos, which we know it's not there. Alright, new check with Ether Tablet. Okay, we've got, of course, another... If we can find Desert North, that's another Triforce piece. So if I'm not mistaken, I think we have 8 total available to us right now if we can find Desert North, 9 if we can find Swamp and Flippers. So I think between the 2 runners, Flippers, Podbig, or Ice Rod TR Big Flippers, or Podbig. Okay, yeah, there's a couple of outs. I don't think Gary comes with you, Drac. Oh, never mind, I stand corrected. I didn't know Gary comes with you for the flute there. I guess as long as you stay on Death Mountain, he stays. Alright, so Tylersalt has the 3 pieces that Drac has, but also has access to Skullwoods, the Chi-Ti Climb, which we didn't do. Alright, find a castle tower. With everybody's favorite item, a shovel. And Drac back in Dark Shopping Mall area. Okay, I think that was a bat I heard in that dark room. I think that's back of Mountain Start. Okay, apparently both these runners knew something I didn't, where if you've got Gary, as long as you've looped to the mountain, he's just going to stay with you. And Drac finds the dam. I don't think we've seen what's at the dam drain. Which is apparently a mail upgrade. And suddenly we're on the top of the castle. As Drac finds the back of Skull Woods, we still haven't seen what's in this chest, and no fire source, unfortunately. And Tylersalt gonna go ahead and climb GT at this point. Needs to go to pod area to get some Maria from Mini Moldarm. And Drac is near what he needs to do. Gonna go and check Hyrule Castle exits, so gonna get that fire rod very likely coming up. So Tylersalt's slight advantage is dwindling. In fact, when Drac does go back to GT, does have access to right side out of logic. Well, I guess tile rooms in logic. 2 checks in the climber in logic, not so much else though. Well, GT, I guess we have 3 small keys now, so Moldarm 2 is also in logic. Alright, Drac gonna get Master Sword. Good Moldarm 2 fight. 1, 2, 3. See ya later. And Drac does have Samaria for 1 extra check in Turtle Rock. For a small key to Skull, okay, that's not bad. Alright, Drac does need to take this connector through GT to get that fire rod. I don't see him avoiding it. Meanwhile, top of GT. Okay, small key to pod. Big key to pod make that. That is technically a beatable pod when Tylersalt finds it. And a beatable pod for Drac because he never spent the small key. But I believe beating GT does net you the well. Drac's a little bit better off in GT, has more keys. Can go ahead and go right side, get compass room, tile room, climb, get all that. Alright, don't think we've seen what's in Spec Rock. Oh, never mind. We saw the other end of Spec Rock. So if Drac knows where Swamp is, I don't know if we do. That's beatable for Drac. So, can't get that big key from Hylia Island. Unless Tylersalt's about to find like a mirror, in which case you can Synchroids break that if you're Tylersalt, or back to Dark Death Mountain and get your flippers. Alright, let's see what's in the well though. Oh, hello, mirror. Alright, so Tylersalt's got that mirror, which could unlock Swamp. If Flippers didn't unlock Swamp. Hard to say at this point. I guess unknown is the best way to put it. I don't see Draco waiting up very long though. You're gonna get your Eastern Palace clear here. Oh, okay, well, there's a paradox for Tylersalt. I guess it depends on how much is blocked by the mirror. You? GT Climb is great alone because it's a Triforce piece. And you get 5 checks behind the well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's the worst paradox ever. Alright, well, Drac gets to go right side, do all that, climb, get another Triforce piece, get a mirror, and is honestly looking like great shape at this point. Tylersalt does need to go back up Dark Death Mountain and get those flippers, I think. And also, Drac is going to get a Pod Big, which is going to be another Triforce piece. So, basically, Drac could be in go mode at this point. Gonna get that Pod Big. Gonna get Mirror, which could unlock the Swamp Palace. So let's count this up for Drac. Skull, clearable. GT Climb for another for 6. Ice Palace for 7. Mire for 8. Pod for 9. Desert or Swamp for 10. So the climb at this point likely puts Drac in go mode. Drac never spent the pod small. He still got it. He went right side and got those other 2 chests with saving the key. So Drac could just go back to pod and go right side again and save the key and beat the dungeon. So there's a really good shot this climb just puts Drac in entrance go. We know where Ice Palace is. Ice Palace is just South Light World. It's like south of Kakariko. So if I had to guess, I think Tylersalt's on the clock. Gonna find Tower of Hero for another one, though. Alright, there's Pod. Gonna be able to get a Triforce piece with that one small key. And honestly, Tylersalt's in the same boat. If you go somehow to East Star Death Mountain, you get your flippers. Exact same boat as Drac. You know where a bunch of currently gettable Triforce pieces are, so you could either go clear those, or you can go entrance hunting for either Swamp or Desert North for Go. But here's the thing. Both those could be behind Mire entrance, or Mire area, I should say, which we don't know where that is. Or does Drac even need it? Let's see. Mire, Ice, Skull, Pod, GT Climb. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we need Desert North or Swamp for Go mode. Tylersalt just spent the small key on the... Could have beaten the dungeon. Curious. Yeah, Drac going towards that mirror. Which again is very likely Go mode. You got your Pod big, you're gonna get your mirror. And all you gotta find is Desert North or Swamp if you're a Drac for Go. Which could both theoretically be locked down Mire area, myths, things like that. Unlikely though. And also Tylersalt does need to go to East Dark World for that Samaria. So Tyler does have quite a bit of catch up to do and is definitely on the clock. This mirror that Drac's about to get is just going to put him on the path at this point. Oh, there's Swamp. Just at Skullback, Fire Rod. Okay, so Drac just needs to go to Skullback for Go mode. And Pedestal is 100% bleh. I don't think so, because currently Drac can beat Swamp, Pod, Skull, Ice, and Mire. So I'm pretty sure Drac is just in Go. He just doesn't know it. Just has to go to the back of Skull to get Swamp, and that's your Go. Unfortunately, Drac is about to get two very evil items, and that's all that's in here. Bleh. So that's no mode for us. Drac has just got to go to the place. And Tylersalt's about to find Hera, which is good. Still needs to get some Maria from Mini Molderm in the pod region. And also get the flippers from East Dark Mountain. If you can hover, you can get those, Tyler. But yeah, no, you need to go to Dark Death Mountain for those. And Drac could very well find Desert North right here, and if he does, that's also go. Bumper. Alright, well, we still haven't seen the top of Bumper. It'd be fun to see the top of Bumper lead at the top of Bumper. But just as interesting leads to Mire area, which could very well give you your desert entrance you need. And yeah, Drac doesn't know that mitts aren't required, so I'm still going to dig a little bit. To answer a question in chat, thank you for posting the cross hunt link, but it's basically a cross keys, except we're looking for Triforce pieces. And the Triforce pieces are all located on the buses and 2 in GT, so you need to find 10 of 12. And Drac is in go mode. Also vanilla. So unfortunately, Tyler is out of time. About to pick up Triforce piece number 6 for Drax, or for Drac. Knows where Todd is, Mire is, Ice is, and Pa. Yeah, Drac knows where everything is for go mode at this point. And as a reminder as well, Drac is up 1 game to none. Finishing this off and beating Tylersalt does eliminate Tylersalt from the tournament and puts Drax on to the round of 32. And for the winner of this match, they go up against Gamachu. Have fun. Oh no, that's not right. They go up against Malxantholos or P-Train, and the winner of Gamachu or Plasma Kappa, TJ, whoever goes on there, would face... Okay, so no, Gamachu is not in this one. So Malxantholos or P-Train would be the opponent of whoever wins this. So I guess Drac could be looking for Swamp Palace. I don't know what Drac's looking for. You're in go mode. I'm pretty sure Ice was just at Quarreling Brothers East. I thought. Oh, well, I stand corrected. Big Kid Skullwood's not going to do much for Tylersalt here, so... I stand corrected. There's Ice Palace. Drac is now in go mode. And looks like Tylersalt's going to go ahead and give the old college try for hovering. Oh, gets a few pixels. Doesn't quite get it, though. I feel like having some issues with the diet with the icebreaker does get it though. And gets it tempered. Very nice. Another reminder to give these two runners a follow. You're doing a great job putting on a fantastic show for us. Links are in chat while you're at it. Favorite trackers to follow. Keaton and Ike are doing a great job on the track and doing the hard job for the restream. Alright, Tylersalt gonna go ahead and clean up Skull. Gonna get a map of uselessness. Oh yeah, once you get that sword, you're done. You've already got tempered from Ice Palace. You're just done. So I guess Drac could have been in go mode with either Ice or Swamp entrance. I wonder when people are going to start hitting those puffs to the left. To the right, their hitbox gets all wonky and it gets hard to hit them with the Fire Rod. But if you knock them up left, you're guaranteed to hit multiple puffs with Fire Rod shots. Tylersalt in some danger. Gonna pop that blue. Okay, we're in good shape. That's fine. See ya, Mothula. Does take a hit of damage, though, so would have died without that potion. The game is perfect. That's fine. It's flawless. Zero unintended glitches, I say. Alright, well, Tylersalt's getting close to that Samaria. Gonna get that big key... No? Oh, okay. Gonna try and sequence break that big key. Actually, you can't from this direction. You can fake flipper. But as far as I know, there's no way to water walk from this current spot. Not with the entrances we have available to us. Alright, Mothula down for Triforce Beast number 8 for Dracarys. And Tylersalt heading towards that Samaria finally. Alright, well, Dracarys just has to go clean up Pod. Go beat Meyer and done. Tylersalt gonna get that Samaria. But that's pretty much all that's here. Oh, it was Meyer that was at Corley's, not Ice. Okay. Alright, what is Firelock side of TRF for us? I don't know if we saw this on Dracarys' side. Not much. I do know we saw this other chest on the left. I think it was just like 20 bucks or something small. Going over the tournament schedule pretty quick here. We do have a race currently ongoing, I believe. I don't know if it has a restream, but Ganon's Gone Wild and Tenet. Later on tonight, at 9:10 p.m. Eastern, if it gets some crew, it'll be a 9:10 p.m. Eastern Sheffy versus PH. I believe Sheffy is at 1 Ganon and none. And there are plenty of games on tomorrow as well, starting as early as about 12:11 Eastern. Oh, wait. That's 12 a.m., so that'll be like a 9 p.m. race tonight. It'll be PRD Wong and Scholzer. I was reading that as p.m. No, that's 12:10 a.m. Sunday morning, so that'll be at 9 p.m. Pacific tonight. And we got a Big Dunka versus Xenachwart. Tomorrow at about 6:10 a.m. Pacific, 9:10 a.m. Eastern. Holy moly, that's an early race for me. And some other races on tomorrow's schedule as well. Exclamation point schedule if you're looking to see it for yourself, but lots of races coming up throughout the rest of today and tomorrow. Alright, Dracarys going for pod. Jeez Louise, an hour and 37 is. We have one pod small key. That is crazy. And Tylersalt finally saying, no, you know what? Just freeze. So, Tylersalt technically does not need the flippers. If you just find ice pallets, I believe Mire area via the connector for desert, ice palace entrance, and you don't have to worry about swamp. So Tylersalt will technically be in go mode, I believe, just by finding those two things. I guess Tylersalt would then need a pod small key, which we don't know where any are. I mean, there could be 5 pod smalls in swamp for all we know. One last reminder before we finish up here, don't forget to give these two runners a follow. If Drac can pull this off, be going on to the round of 32. We'll be going up against either Now Xanthalos or P-Train 24. That's a 1 game apiece series right now. I don't think there was. We still only have 1 pod small between the two runners. It's the exact same small key. I had one cross-key seed that had, I think, 5 pod smalls in Swamp, but nothing close to that since. That being said, get your GGs in chat for Dracarys, finishing off Ganon with a triple. Good job. Alright. Dracarys finishes with a race time.gt time of 1:41.47. Moving them on to the round of 32. Tylersalt does quickly forfeit right afterward. We'll see if we can get Dracarys in for an interview. We do have a decline from Tylersalt, so there'll be no interview from Tyler. GG's to them. Please get your GGs in chat for both of these runners. They did a great job. Looks like we're going to get an interview from Dracarys. GG's to you. Congratulations on moving on to the next round.
Thank you. That was a really good start to the seed, man.
Yeah, this seed was pretty interesting. Like, Samaria, pretty available, but you had to go to East Dark World. The Mirror just... Climb GT, it's fine, right? I mean, the Fire Rod, you had to go to GT entrance just to get to. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to find the Fire Rod without the mirror. Like, that was actually connected to left side race game.
Which, as far as we know, without knowing where the lamp is, hard required for the GT climb to get the mirror. Holy crap.
Yeah, that was quite a sequence to get there.
But then suddenly the mirror kind of puts you on pace, right? Unlocks Desert, unlocks Ice Palace, and we knew where Swamp was, which was just at Turtle Rock, or what was it? Skullback. So you were in go mode a couple different ways, I guess.
Yeah, I knew when I found the mirror that was like, okay, I can clear 10 dungeons now, I just need to find them. But I was like, I was still cautious, because there were still a couple entrances that I couldn't open, like all the mid-slogged ones. So I was like, okay, let me just pick up items on the way that I find, and because I also still had Master Sword, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I can get Tempered Sword as well for Ganon fight. And I guess it kind of worked out.
Thank you, Ice Palace, for giving that tempered.
Yup.
But this was a pretty fast seed. The one surprise that I saw, where the heck were the pod smalls?
I saw Tyler pick one more up in left side mire, which I didn't do. So that would have been a second one.
Oh, I missed that. That must have been what chat was talking about there. Okay.
But yeah, I guess I would have gotten that one on the way to pod if I actually opened the front door. But I think this is the first time where I actually hit go mode with one pod key and can clear pod, just because it had the bow and decided not to open the front door at that point.
I know, I was surprised about not opening the front and also not using that small key to go to the back. I was like, wow, well, okay, turns out, good call.
Yeah, I wanted to get the one in logic chest instead of getting all the out of logic ones in the back, and I'm like, okay, if I jump down to the basement, getting back to the back just takes way too long. This is not worth it. I'm just gonna grab the item from the basement and leave again and just come back later with more keys.
All the pod keys that we didn't see.
Yeah, all the pod keys that were God knows where.
And then pod locked behind the GT climb, which also had the mirror at the well. It was, oh my gosh. But this was a pretty darn brisk seed that kind of gave you guys a little bit of everything initially, and then you just had to go to a couple places to just put the entire seed together.
Yeah, I guess it took me a while to actually get to the back of Thieves Town for the Moon Pearl. I had the big key and the blue cane the first time I went in, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait until I have at least a small key and maybe even the hammer. And then I found the small key basically right afterwards. And only went back when I got the sword, basically.
Yeah, and the sword's probably the intended way of doing it, but technically, with a full magic bar, I think blind is in logic with the burn-it, which is really weird.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it that way, so I was glad I found a sword.
Yeah, no kidding. kind of gave you incentive to go back. You're like, well, I got no hammer, but Moon Pearl could be back there, or a hammer.
Yeah, at that point it was one of my best options. I dipped Maya first without a fire source and found nothing, so I was like, okay. It's probably gonna be back of Thieves Town since I also got the small key. It has 2 in logic checks instead of 1. So it's probably gonna be there.
And what happens when you get that Moon Pearl? You get a hammer right after we're locked by Moon Pearl.
Yep.
Thanks, Seed. So you move on to the next round. You're going to face either Malxanthalos or P-Train, both extremely dangerous runners well known in the tournament. Do you have a preference about who you'd face?
Oh, not really. I don't really care. I just want to play some good rando and hope for the best. So far, it has worked out pretty well in the tourney for me.
Yep, you're what, number 5 seed, moving on to the round of 32. Already some good runners that moved on, including 2C, Mike, Nykel, Kazdin, Fred, Gamachu, just to name a few. And now you are on to the round of 32 as well. And a major congratulations to that.
Thank you.
All right, it's about time we go ahead and just wrap up here. And do you have anything else you want to cover here before we call it a stream here?
Yeah, I just want to shout out the mini Moldorm in Spiral Cave that decided not to hit me, so I couldn't have the boots at 2 minutes.
Oh, exactly. Poor Tylersalt tried to do the exact same thing early, got bought by the very last Moldorm, and ended up getting boots probably 25 minutes after you, I think, due to that.
Yeah, that's why I felt pretty good from the get-go, because I just had the boots. I think if you don't get them at the beginning, you're just not going back for them for a while. Because the scene was also very stingy on weapons early on.
Exactly. Not without bombs or something. Go to back of escape, maybe do that. But there was just enough to do. Tyler didn't go back for a while. And the boots just unlocked, what, an immediate glove?
Yeah, that's why I felt even better about it. Like, I get the boots and the first check I do is just a glove, and I'm like, okay, I'm set for the early game, thank you.
Yeah, and you're just like, well, if I get a Moon Pearl and Hammer, it could be a bit of trouble as far as, like, entrance availability, but turns out those were buried a little bit further.
Yeah, but I didn't mind that. I still had a lot of fun with this early game.
Yeah, it definitely was speedy early, but as long as you get that route, that spiral kind of locked everything. GG's to you again. Moving on to the round of 32. Good luck in the future of this tournament. Look forward to watching you in the next round for sure.
Thank you.
Chat, don't forget to give Dracarys and Tylersalt a follow. Links are in chat along with my trackers here, doing a fantastic job today for the race. And like we said, just stay tuned throughout the day. We're going to have a couple more races throughout the afternoon, but as far as this one goes, we're done. Dracarys moving on to the round of 32. Tylersalt unfortunately eliminated from the tournament, but put up a great match here, and the boots just seemed to set the pace for the seed, unfortunately, for Tylersalt. But overall, they both put on a fantastic show, and thank you very much to them for allowing us to restream this today. As far as everything goes, hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. If we don't chat, but otherwise, have a great rest of your day. Be safe, take care, and thank you again to everybody involved for SpeedGaming. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody.